Third phase of moon.
Third phase of moon. Blake Cousins, we're back. Roundtable, Brent and Orlando. We're here going over Jack's footage. Like I said, Jack is back and we're doing it again. It's March 21st, 2016. And what we're looking at, whoa. Okay, hold on a sec. Did you see that? Let's do it again. All right, you saw it. Now, what are we looking at here? If you were something in that craft, you would have been smashed up against the wall, unless there's some kind of technology that we've all said all along, inertia from within the craft, a barrier, a dimension that you're untouched at this high speed, a high rate of velocity. This couldn't be a drone. Jack captured something special. So Orlando and Brent, we're looking at, this is fun, incredible. We're zooming in. Brent, right away, this is, you know what, Blake? This is exciting, very exciting. I'm just perplexed at what I'm looking at, but I'm also, I can relate to what we're looking at. Thousands, if not millions, of people have seen exactly what we're looking at here. We've had emails for the past years that say and state these object moves from left to right at the speed of something incredible. The speed of this zigzagging lights. It's zigzagging and it's very fast. If any person was in something like this, their brains would be smashed from left to right. It'd be a washing machine. What kind of technology are we looking at? Hold on a sec. Did you see that? It just projected. Blake, it's projecting.
They would not be able to persist unless there was some type of shielding inside. Maybe there is a force, maybe a gravitational and electromagnetic force. Maybe there's something that's shielding the contents inside of the craft. That's the only way that I could explain this type of motion at the speeds.
Gravity waves, they have been proven just within the past month or so that they exist. And I think aliens have figured out how to harness this. Obviously, they've harnessed something. And what Jack is capturing over his ranch is in your face. What I like about it, Blake, the evidence is cool because we have people in front of the camera. There's multiple eyewitnesses on the ground. And we're seeing great footage. This is incredible. I just got to sit back and look at this for a second. Let's take a look. All right, so after watching all the content, Jack has been going off for the past, 4 months. Now he's got a camera. That's the cool thing. He's got a tripod. He's got multiple eyewitnesses. Things are getting incredible. And man, things are happening. This has all happened within 24 hours. 3 submissions, 3 incredible sightings. And what are we going to say? The people need to decide. They need to decide right now. Are we alone? Or Orlando?
I think Jack's videos, they really just exemplify the nature of technology and its advancement. We are in such a time of rapid technological advancement that when you try to keep up on what agencies and private individuals are pursuing, we are all in awe. We are continuously bombarded with things that we can't explain. And all I can say is that from Jack's videos, we are seeing our military. Clearly, this is, if I had to just make a guess, I would say this is our military. These are things that are happening at home. These are things that are happening in our backyards. And they are of a nature that we can't explain. This is like, once again, this is disclosure, because if they didn't want us to see these things, we wouldn't be seeing them.
Why over Jack's ranch? We've been talking about it, Skinwalker Ranch. And I got a feeling that Jack lives close by in Utah somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. But if this is Skinwalker Ranch, this would be the perfect place for these kind of military exercises. out in the middle of nowhere where you're not allowed to be around. And Jack has this access. Whatever's going on, his neighbors, Bruce and Jack, are capturing something quite incredible. I'm just on the fence of this. I'm on the fence because I want to get Jack back. I want daylight footage. I want more daylight footage, but man, we can't complain. Brent?
Like, there's nothing to complain about. What we're looking at is stunning. And what I'm going to bring into something on the table right here is the politics. You know, we're going to throw that in. It's, it's interesting.
Politics?
Yeah.
Now, here we go. What do you mean?
We're going to bring in, let's just name names here. Bernie, Hillary, Trump, or Cruz.
Okay.
Who's going to be the most relevant to give disclosure? And I bet none of these guys are going to be the guys to, drop the ball on
Are you kidding
disclosure.
me? None of these guys are going to drop the ball. Maybe Trump could drop the ball. He's dropped a few misstatements, so this guy could be the guy that can maybe.
I know Orlando's a big Bernie supporter. Do you think Bernie's going to drop the ball on disclosure? What do you think's going down?
Has anybody even asked Bernie about this question?
I don't know if this is really the most polite politics. This is not the best topic for a candidate to seem to present himself or herself in a dignified persona. I don't know if the discussion of something that is not really been verified, at least in the minds of the American people.
Well, I remember when they asked Dennis Kucinich during a debate on main television if he believed that UFOs exist. He said yes, and then everybody laughed at him. So, yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Jimmy Carter said that he's seen a UFO and got ridiculed for it. What do you have to say to a president that's said that he actually seen a UFO?
Well, Bill and Hillary said they wanted to find out, but then they were not allowed. Bill Clinton says, they just didn't tell me, but he wanted to know.
He made the plausible answer, which was very politically justifiable. It seems as though is it a coincidence that the candidates who don't take a stand on this issue are more likely to be favored in the political discourse? This is not an issue that gets any favorable account because it's not very well justified in the minds of the American people.
Well, I bet you if Donald Trump talked about it, because he's talked about some ridiculous stuff. I'm not saying anything, but if he talked about this, then the mainstream would talk about it, and then maybe things would open up. All we know is that Third Phase Moon's talking about it, and the world's watching, and that's quite incredible. What we've been seeing this past 30 minutes has been an incredible episode. Very incredible. Lay your comments below what you've just witnessed. All the links are there. Share it with your friends if they're interested in getting their mind blown in regards to the UFO phenomenon happening right now. Brent, any last words?
Hey, Blake, Orlando, man, it's just been a good round table, good information, good conversation. You know what? Everybody, just keep watching out there. Appreciate it.
In these times of disclosure, as many say, we must keep our eyes open and digest the information as we see it and share it as best we can. Thanks for having me on the show.
No problem, Orlando. Minds and eyes wide open. This is Blake Cousins, Third Phase of Moon. We'll be back very shortly. Keep your eyes on the skies, everybody.